Hey folks, AJ the CEO here, and obviously I'm here at home, but y'all know I've done a lot of Unifi installs, and this is going to be a follow-up, well, a prequel to the video of talking about going through a full layout and mindset of if the Ubiquiti's Unifi line is good for you and your church. But the very first big install I ever did was at Good Shepherd Baptist Church, and when I logged into the web interface with Unifi, they pretty much said that the cloud controller and the USG gateway, they're kind of sunsetting that and controlling that from the web interface. So pretty much what I went and talked to them, we're going to move them to a UDM Pro, which literally was just delivered today. I just took it out the box and I had an extra hard drive that I put in here. That's just been sitting in my desk. So we'll put that there for just future stuff. And I want to just show you how to migrate from their existing stuff over to a UDM Pro. So let me go ahead and get this stuff plugged in. I still had other stuff set up from another video that I was working on here. Let me get this out of the way. Well, there's the PTZ that we just reviewed. And we're gonna get this connected to our network here. Oh, and if I can get my camera to follow me. And we need to get this plugged in. Now, the beauty of the Unifi stuff, and again, it's evolved over the years, but the fact that I have an older version of this stuff, I should be able to just log in, download the backup, and restore it on here. Or, depending on the web interface, I should be able to just log in, and when I sign in and register my account in this thing, I can say what I want it to do, and I should be able to restore the backup that's on the network. So it is powering up right now. Let's go ahead and get over to my computer, and then let's log in and let's see. And I might have to hook up my computer directly to this to get a direct IP address on here first. So actually, let me do that as well too. And I got a cable. So we'll connect that to my computer. My computer has two NICs in the back of it, two network jacks. So I'll plug one into this one and then my regular one, and then let's get to going. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and log into my Unifi setup here. And I do have remote access to the computer at the church. I downloaded that. Hopefully they didn't turn the computer off. But here it is, Good Shepherd. And I think I told it to never show me that message again that shows that that they're sunsetting this. And actually, let's see if they left the computers on. And no, they do not. And I don't understand why you turn them off. You leave the computers on so that they can get updates throughout the week. But anyway, while that's happening, let's see if we can find our network here. And I can't remember which one I have. So both of these are off. So we're going to turn on the extra network because I have a 10 gig network. That's what I'm connected to my UDM Pro with. And that's 5. All right, so there's our IP address here. And we might have a little bit of an issue, but let's see if we know which one we're actually going to go to. And I have no idea why in the world that did that. Because normally you can just type in Unifi and I'm going to see which one it's going to take me to. See, it took me here. Okay, so it actually picked up another gateway. I don't want to set it up as a shadow gateway, but let's see what it says. And again, I don't want to set it up that way. You know what I'm going to do? Let me actually do this to save myself from a hassle from this. Let me go back over to my network. I am going to actually disable my main network here. So that's number 9 that I need to disable. Let's disable that one. So now we don't need that. We're going to go to our direct Unifi here. So let's type it in again. Just Unifi directly. I know it doesn't have network. That is fine. Let's do it again. 192.168.0.1, because I know that because that was the IP address that it gave me. All right, good. So we're just going to go through the setup. I thought I downloaded this backup, but we'll see. I am on the network, so that's fine. So we're going to call this Good Shepherd UDM Pro. And that's what I'm going to call it. But let me see if it will let me restore from a backup. This is what I was talking about. So first I need to log into my account. So hold on, let's do that real quick. All righty, so we're logged in. Let's see. Does it show up as one that we can back up? And now, honestly, I don't know this because these are UDM Pro backups, not the smaller one, just the interface. All right, so it doesn't look like I can set it up this way. I might have to upload the configuration later. So we're going to continue without a backup, and then we can migrate everything there, hopefully. Again, all of these tests are going to be done separately. And actually, I could just skip this because this is going to happen anyway. And I'm just going to say this is 300, 300. And honestly, I believe I downloaded that backup. All right, so let's go to the dashboard. And I actually backed it up at the first of the month. So yay. Should pass us straight through, hopefully. Oh, it's doing an update. So let's let it do its update and we'll be back and we'll see if we can restore everything. All righty, so we are here. Now, one thing is by default, this was set up, the IP address was set up as 192.168.0.1. And that's the same thing my local network is. So it had a little conflict. So it had to actually do an update and it intelligently moved it. Now, the good thing is the IP address range over at Good Shepherd is 192.168.1.1, which is what it moved it to. So that makes this easy. So let's come back in here. And let me go to the full network here. This is their existing one that it timed out, but I finally got into it. So this is their existing one here. And hopefully I should have stayed on that because it was giving me a little issue. So that's the USG router and the cloud gateway that the UDM Pro is going to replace. So hopefully the mindset is we can come in here, download this backup. And where is it? So settings only, we can download this and hopefully be able to restore this and it should carry over. If not, we're going to have to do another way to provision it and push it over. And I really hope I don't have to get up in the ceiling and hit resets. I really don't want to do that. All right, so let's log in again real quick. All right, let me change this to dark to make this easier to read. All right. So now we're going to come down here to our settings. And this is the new interface. So let me see if I can do our backups and our restore. All right. So we're going to try and do a restore. And this is what I downloaded here. And let's see if this will take. You're attempting to restore a site export. We require you to upload the full configuration. All right. So that's good. I'm glad I downloaded both. So this one, restart requires a complete backup. Are you sure you want to restore the site Good Shepherd Baptist Church? Yes, I do, because this is going to be their new thing. And hopefully what's going to happen is, and I'm actually going to give them a SFP adapters so that the UDM Pro connects to the switches over a 10 gig connection. So that would save a port. Not that I need to do that, but I mean, I got extra ones just sitting here. So we'll do it that way. All right. So we're going to give it some time to restore. And hopefully when we get back, everything will show that now I should see all the devices and they'll say that they're missing because obviously that stuff is not here. So, and tomorrow I'll be able to take this up to the church, take out the old, put in the new, and then we're good to go. So let's let it do its thing. And there it goes, starting that up. And then we'll be back when it's done. All righty. It looks like everything is in place. And look at that. Uh, there it goes. Now we need to make sure, see, that's the IP address that's been assigned to me locally, so that will change. So that's fine. Let's go full screen and let's resize this a little. So as you can see, it picked up all of the switches, all of the IP addresses, everything is there. So we should just be able to slide this thing in there and it'll be good. But we have all of the extra features, our IP address ranges, the Wi-Fi, all of that stuff is there in place, but we still have some extra new things that we can do with the content management, all this other stuff. We're going to set this stuff to be encrypted for our DNS. I'm going to put in some blockers so that it will block different words and key phrases and all that other stuff for everything. So really, really easy to get started with one of these things and move it over. And I want to see, oh, and it's already doing some updates. So we're going to push all the updates to this thing and then we'll install it. And hopefully all we got to do is take out the old, slide the new one in, and we should be good to go. Um, really, really simple. And again, I want y'all to be on standby for the newer video where I walk through this whole thing. Because again, a lot of people ask, AJ, why do you use the Ubiquiti Unifi stuff? And do they pay you? No, they don't pay me. I don't have an affiliate with them, none of that stuff. I have just gone through Netgear, Cisco stuff, TP-Link. I've been using this stuff for over years, like all the way when I was back in college. Actually, no, when I was stationed out in 29 Palms, where I used to have our computers networked together when we were playing Doom with Sergeant Terwilliger and other stuff in the barracks back in the day. So I have been messing with this stuff, and out of all the stuff I've used, the Ubiquiti Unifi line has just been so great over the years. I've been using it. So I personally use it here. I have it at my mom's house. I have it at other friends' houses. My boy Mike, I got him on that. So he's loving that. He started using the network, the access point, the security cameras. And then I've been using that for a bunch of churches as well too, because it helps me give them the full suite of what they need at not absorbent prices. And it just allows new things. So really excited about that video. Gonna kind of do a deep dive and walk you through the whole process and the mindset. And this is to help out Creative for Fun, who asked about this. We're going to be setting up a meeting to do something like that and maybe install that stuff there and back in Bristol. But again, I hope this helps. It shows it really simple how to do this, migrate from the old to the new. And I think they're going to get a lot of benefits out of the new features there as well too. So link is down below if you're interested in getting this stuff here. Like I said, I don't have an affiliate. Personally, be real honest with you, I would link this on Amazon, but the people who sell the stuff on Amazon mark it up. So no, most of the time I buy directly from Ubiquiti, or I go to B&H Photo because they are a licensed distributor of their products and they don't mark it up. So the UDM Pro goes for $379. And the beauty of it, let me cut back over here real quick. As you can see, I like this because it also gives access to all of their apps off jump. So this is the other thing we're going to be moving Mount Tabor to, because they had a smaller gateway and they want to start using the Protect, the door access, and the phone. So we're going to move them to this so they can have all of those access, and they're going to do the display, the Connect display, which is the same thing that St. Paul Church of God of Christ is going to be doing, and a bunch of things. So really excited about doing that. And it picked up the 500 gigabyte SSD that I had left over in there. So anyway, I think that's about it. Be on the look back. That'll probably do a short just installing the thing, because I mean I don't need to do a deep dive because we've already set it up. We're gonna be doing that tomorrow, and I think that is about it. You like this type of content? Appreciate it. Like, consider subscribing. Hit that bell, that way you get notified when we come out with other videos to help modernize your media ministry. Thanks for watching, folks. This is AJ. Catch you on the next video. Later.